Hello, my name's Holly Connor and welcome back to another vocal teaching video. So, on this video we're going to be talking about warming up the voice and warming up the body for singing. Now what do I mean by that? So out there on the internet you may see so many videos on how to warm up the voice, doing arpeggios, lip trills, scales, but no one really talks about how to warm up the body to release tension and create proper resonance for singing. Now you may ask why this is important, and if you don't do this then you're not going to loosen the body and have correct alignment and posture for singing. And this can cause many vocal issues such as jaw tension, tongue tension, tension in the neck, and you may not think this affects the voice, but this does affect the voice. Tongue tension, your tongue is connected to your voice box or your larynx, which helps you to sing. So if you've got tongue tension, this can be caused by anxiety, not like resonating notes properly, your accent, and this can cause the resonators, which we rely on to go to them gorgeous notes belting as a singer. This can affect this and block you from being able to sing that properly, and over time this can be painful and also strain as you're not going to be able to get the notes out properly. So we're going to be working through some exercises on how to get rid of this, be loose, ready and warm to sing. Okay, so the first exercise we're going to be doing is called tongue tamers. So this is a brilliant exercise to get rid of the tension in the tongue. So simply what you do in this exercise is you put the tip of your tongue underneath your top lip, like so, and you're going to go anti-clockwise and do circles around the mouth. You're going to go for 8, and then you go anti-clockwise for 8, for 4, for 4, for 2, for 2, and for 1. This exercise, you don't have to do it just once, you can do it as long as you feel there's tension in your mouth. Also, the trick is not to go too fast or slow, because you can actually cause yourself more tension by doing so. So we're going to do that, and I'm going to talk you through it as we go. So, tip of your tongue underneath your lip. Now back for 8. Back for 4, then you're going to go back for 2 and back for 1. So now I've demonstrated that. It's an easy exercise, you guys can crack on with that one. And another one, this is a simple one now. You're simply just going to stick your tongue out like so, because you think your body is everything's a muscle, and you're just going to stretch it out like you would before you're doing, cardio or exercise. You need to stretch the body, so you prevent strain and injury in your voice. Because as a vocalist, vocal teacher, it's a big problem, so you want to make sure you combat that straight ahead. Right, so now we've warmed up the tongue, and if you feel warm, if you don't, feel free to go over them exercises again. We're going to work on the lips now. So your lips, these are one of the 5 articulators in the voice, so it's really important that you work on warming all of these up. So with your lips, we're just going to imagine now that you've got a piece of chewing gum in your mouth. So you're going to chew and do circular motions in your mouth, but the more you chew, slowly this chewing gum in your mouth is getting bigger and bigger. And this is, you may feel ridiculous, it doesn't matter, it's warming up your voice. So this is going to help to warm up your lips, stretch them out, and your face, and then we're just going to work on just rubbing the face and your neck, just to get rid of any tension in the jaw, so you're perfectly resonated and aligned for singing. So, imagine you've got a piece of chewing gum, and then slowly, you can see I'm going to demonstrate, it's going to get bigger and bigger. So, like so. Another one you can do is just open your jaw, and then scrunch up your face really tight. Open your jaw, obviously without hurting yourself, as wide as you can go. Scrunch up your face again. Again, you may feel ridiculous, but it doesn't matter. So, and then scrunch up really tight. This will get rid of jaw tension here, where your jaw open. If you put your fingers here, you can feel your jaw opening and closing. So you just want to engage that there. Now, once you've done that, again, do it as many times as you feel. I'm just demonstrating some ideas that will help you when getting ready and warm to sing. you're going to just rub your cheeks, your face, don't worry about ruining your makeup, you'll be fine. Rub your cheeks, get rid of all that tension there in your jaw, and then take as much time as you feel here. You can do it at the back of your ears, rub down your neck, your shoulders. So next one, this one is really simple, and you may do this a lot when you're stretching to exercise or anything anyway, but we're just going to stretch out the neck, the head. Just take some time here, relax, get in a nice headspace for singing. So we're just going to tilt your head to either side. Feel free at this time to do some lip trills, vocal bubbles. By this I mean just doing this. Working to your lowest note, going up to your highest, then back down. This will also help to warm up the lips, and it's a great exercise to do before you start singing. I would recommend doing this before any other scales or arpeggios, because you're warming up the lips, and that's really important. So feel free, just take a moment here, and then we're going to go on to the next side. And then you can do, you look to the left, to the right, just get rid of any tension, just take a moment. Then we're going to do a half circle. And then we're going to go all the way around. Same again. My hair's gone all messy now. And then shoulders, have a bit of one of them. Around here. And if you've got enough room, do a full circle motion. And then we're going to go back again. Go backwards on the moves we did. Up on the shoulders. And then just have a little bit of a shake, have a moment, release all that tension, feel good, you're about to sing. Last thing we're going to discuss, if you feel warm, if you don't, feel free to go through them all again. We're going to talk about posture and alignment for singing. When you're singing, the last thing you want to do is, when you're straining to notes, is do that to your shoulders. Remember, your breathing, it comes from your stomach, rising and lowering. You don't want this, because that's going to cause you unnecessary tension and strain. So when we sing, put the feet together, and I always like to put them out and then put them out so they're a little like hip width apart. Roll your shoulders back so that your chest is out and you're ready to sing. Hope you enjoyed this. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you're warm and ready to sing.